A leader and a friend with a special place in his heart for Ang Mo Kio. And that's how current and former MPs describe Prime Minister Hsien Loong. Jeraldine Yap spoke to some of them to learn how Mr. Lee championed people.
Ang Mo Kio, a neighbourhood close to the heart of Prime Minister and longtime MP Hsien Loong. So close, in fact, that he took a keen interest in improving the town centre, despite having his hands full with state affairs.
We brought the whole team, my fellow MPs, the project team and the second advisor of to see him for his final approval. Because he has been briefed extensively on the project, we thought that he'll be done in half an hour. But what surprised us was he spent most of the afternoon pouring through the details with the architects, listening to the views of all the MPs, thinking through the trade-offs with the residents at the heart of it before finally giving his okay. And to us that was very inspiring because we knew that what was important and we knew that it must, whatever we do must have the residents at the heart of it.
Mr. Lee has been MP of the Teck Gee ward for 40 years, and his fellow MPs have had a front row view of just how well loved the Prime Minister is there.
As an MP, he was really very approachable. People, in fact, treat him like a friend. You see some of the older residents in Teck Gee, they treat him like a son. So, and he allowed that relationship to build up with his residents. So very friendly with his people.
For the Ang Mo Kio GRC team, Mr. Lee was more than just a leader.
I would say he was a friend that was very concerned about everything, not just about Ang Mo Kio or the country, but also the well-being of everyone. And I think more importantly, I did not have any fear talking to him. I used to be very candid with him in many things, so I'll be very direct with him on issues. Many people will be afraid to speak with him on those things, but I did not. And he did not develop that fear in me that stopped me from saying those things.
And to the younger MPs, the Prime Minister is empowering and also kind and gentle in his guidance.
He is also quite generous with his time when we need his advice. That's by and large sufficient because of the way he conducts himself and he sets his high standards. That itself is instructive to all of us.
I was, sharing a draft of a speech that I was working on in English and Malay, and I remember when PM sent it back, and he had a few very kind comments, including on the Malay segment. I was just thinking his command of language, and really the desire to communicate in a way that people can understand. I think that really speaks to the hearts of people.
Well, the thought of joining the Prime Minister's team as a young MP may have been daunting for most, but Ms. Nadia says Mr. Lee never makes anyone feel less.
I mean, you may have less years of experience, but he is genuinely curious about different generations. He wants to understand different nuances, and he takes that moment to really want to find out more and to understand. So I'm very grateful.
Very grateful too are the many residents of his constituency. Mr. Lee may be stepping down as Prime Minister, but he will continue serving as an MP, nurturing the next generation.